while my wife is doing shopping, we went sweet shopping and I got myself a big bag of candy corn. G'day world and welcome back to Stuff We Do, where we do all the knife stuff you love. Knife reviews, knife tests, knife modifications and outdoor stuff with knives. Today it's cold. Okay, it's the coldest day we have this winter. It's apparently snowing in Joburg or parts thereof, and it's snowing everywhere else. Now, where I live in Pretoria, we had snow in 2012, I think, or 2010. I cannot remember, but we do not have extremely cold winters over here. But today is the coldest day so far, so I'm freezing my little face off, which meant it's like almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon now, or maybe 4 o'clock, I don't know. And I did nothing today. I was sitting under a little blankie watching cooking shows on Showmax. Yeah, I think it was Showmax or Netflix, I don't know. I was doing nothing today. It was wonderful. I had a little dog on my lap eating sweets. This morning the kids decided we needed to go and buy sweets. Oh, actually the one lost a few teeth or a tooth and then got tooth fairy money. So yes, we bought lots of sweets. Okay, so we're not talking about this. It's like a minute into this thing and we haven't even spoken about the knife. Anyway, we're looking at a pickled steel. Now, I know I say this every now and again, but this is one of my new favorites. Okay, we have a little, not an Allen key, what do you call this? Little Torx bit, 6 and 8. We have an extra clip, we have extra hardware, we have a little cleaning cloth. Fantastic. And what knife might this be? This is the Ricco Tanto. And this thing is fantastic and it's a button lock. Wonderful blade shape. Wonderful blade shape. Yes, I have been carrying this for like a week or so already. Beautiful Tanto shape. We have flat ground sections, but the tip is definitely a bit fatter than the rest of it. Nice flat over here. It's got a cute tip, but it doesn't have a weak tip, if you get what I'm saying. You can still work with this. Excuse me. A nice little swedge going on over here, and then very, very nice jimping right over here. Thumb studs work perfectly, nice fat ones. And then the action on this guy, when you press this button, it just drops. Okay, so this thing is marvelous. Okay. Yes, you can also spidey flick it if you choose to do that, and it's very easy. I love this. I love myself a button lock with thumb studs. Okay, we have this wonderful green micarta. When it comes, you see, it's like that. It's a bit tighter, but as you put it in and out of your pants, it starts getting a bit more texture, and I quite like that. I like my furry micarta. Okay, so good traction on this thing. We have a lanyard dowel at the back. We have this deep carry pocket clip, but it's not very deep. Okay, so a little bit's going to stick out of your pocket. And let's just look at it. D2 steel and the Ricco T. Okay, T for Tanto. Let me quickly compare this to its brother, the Ricco D. I showed this to you previously. Again with the dirty blades. Okay, that didn't quite get off. I'll clean that later. Anyway, so this is the Ricco D, the D for drop point, also in D2. This one has got black micarta. A few things. This one, the edges are not, chamfered off. But it's not bad in your hand. This one, they did knock off the edges. Do you see that? I hope you can see that. Anyway, this one is thinner this way. I don't know why it feels thinner. Maybe because I don't know whose dog's barking like that. Or no, it's my dog barking at something. Please ignore that. Anyway, this handle, the fatter part, I kind of like more. Okay, this one feels a bit thin in this dimension, but it's not bad. Okay, both of these are over the half-inch, what do you call that, width but that's not a problem. Okay, on the drop point, we have a real deep carry clip. This one does not. This one has a smooth backspacer. This one has these little bits of jimping over here. Exactly the same pocket clip. And in my hand, like I said, this one feels better. This one I can feel the clip, but it's not a problem. It sits at a nice angle or at a nice place. But both of these knives are fantastic. You get a little bit more edge, or not edge, but length on the Tanto than you would get on the drop point. But both of these knives have such fantastic action. And I must say, this one is in my pocket constantly. But since I got this one, it's been in my pocket constantly. And so far, yeah, when we get to meat, you need a bit of belly. But this thing has not stopped or bothered me at this stage. So I've been carrying this for all my EDC tasks. And yes, it's lovely. Okay. The Wendell. I still need to do a review on the Wendell. And that thing has been getting a lot of pocket time. I carried that one yesterday. And then last night I made stew. But I made enough so we could eat like last night, this morning, okay, whatever, because it's cold. And I knew it was going to be cold, so I decided a nice hearty stew would do us well. And it's awesome. I think I'm going to add that footage to the end of this video, because I am going to jump back into my little blankies now. Okay, when you look at these two these two button lock knives, these things are fantastic value, as all pickled steels are. I'm going to say the price is 695 Rand, but I might be lying to you, so the link will be in the description, just go check. And these knives, for 695 Rand, even for 800 Rand, even for 900 Rand, even for 1,000 Rand, these knives are fantastic. Okay. They're button locks. They have thumb studs. All the things I love. Okay. And I see there's all kinds of new wonderful things coming to Pickled Steel, so please go follow that Facebook fan page of theirs, so you can see whenever new things are coming out and what awesomeness they have lined up for the future. I was not talking about this. I was talking about the Wendell. I used the Wendell to make stew. Okay. It's the worst blade for food prep, but I did it and it worked fine. You know, the knife in your pocket is the best knife to have. So make sure you have a good knife in your pocket. Okay. Yes, I'm going to show you things now. Okay, it's going to be very cold for the next few days. We might be driving to Mpumalanga or wherever, because it's going to snow, and that doesn't happen too often here in South Africa. So we might be going to see that. But anyway, because it's cold, I got this stuff. Beef short rib, goulash, and marrow bone. So this is going to be the base for my, well, either stew or thick soup. Anyway, I'm using my Pickled Steel, oh, you can't see anything, Wendell, to free this stuff. Some potatoes, some of that, and a lot of beans inside our Electrolux pressure cooker. And that's going to be stew day, because everybody likes a stew when it's cold. Okay, so in here we have a little bit of oil, a little bit of butter, and with little bit, I mean a lot. We have our short rib, the goulash, and the marrow bones. This is going to be wonderful. Okay, I need to go fight something that's fighting a door. So again, half of this has been kind of browned, and I added barbecue spice. So now I'm just browning it completely before I'm adding my onion and potatoes. Okay, sorry, my daughter's helping me, and I know this is not the right knife for these types of things, because it's got a very thick blade, but it's the one I have in my pocket. So for today, this will be my food prep knife, because I like to do that. I like to use whatever is in my pocket for everything, which is not necessarily always the best way of doing things, but it's my way of doing things. Okay, so we're not going to cut it too thin, just like that seems about sharp. Then that's going to go into the pot now. Okay, and now for some potatoes. These potatoes are a bit bigger than my knife, and like I said, quite thick, but if you put it in a manageable direction, it's not too bad. It is sharp, but it's quite bad for cutting things like this. Okay, I added my potatoes and I have my tomatoes ready. Okay, now I'm adding 2 pot o' gold 4-bean mix in brine. Fantastic. So I'm chucking this in here, adding water until it's level, and then closing this thing and pressuring it for as long as I feel. Okay, so water until I see it, until I see it, until I see it. Okay, I'm seeing it. So that's sharp. Now I'm going to close this and make it go. Okay, so if you made it till the end of this video, you are my favorite. If you live here in South Africa, keep warm, keep well, because it is very cold today. And I have an idea that it's going to stay like that for a bit. So all of you, stay safe, happy, have a good one. Goodbye.